Hey guys, what's up? My name's Caleb and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a paper boat. When you make a paper boat, it's not really hard. First, what you're going to need is just a regular sheet of printer paper. But if you want to make a quality one that actually floats or will stay afloat longer, you might as well just use two stacked upon one another, okay? So, let's go ahead and get started. First step you want to do is take your rectangular sheet of paper and just fold it in half as neatly as you can, like this. You just want to take it and make sure each corner meets each corner and increase it. Now you can use any piece of paper for this at all, as long as it's rectangular. I wouldn't recommend $1 for it because it's kind of hard to do, but you know, printer paper, notebook paper. I'd say construction and printer paper is the best though. So you've got your two pieces of paper or one, and you've got them put together and folded. And what you want to do is you want to fold them back and keep them folded. Okay? Now take one end. Take one of the corners on the side that isn't open. So as you can see how it opens up, don't use any of these corners. Use these, the ones that are on the fold, not, how do you say, on, you know, where it flaps. And you want to take both of those and fold them inwards and try to get them to meet in the center as even as possible. It's okay if one goes further than the other, but it just looks better. Okay? So it should be like this. Okay? So you have your two pieces of printer paper just folded back, and then fold these two inward. Okay? Then you want to crease both of them. Okay? Give me a second to do that real quick. And you know, it's harder to crease it because you have two pieces of paper, but who cares? Okay, now you want to take one of the two flaps that you have, any one, and fold it back and flip the whole thing over. So now there's nothing on this side, okay? And you want to take this flap that you unfolded and fold it back to where it was, but on the opposite side, okay? And crease it, just like this. So on one side you have this, on the other side you have this, and it opens in the middle. Okay, so now that you have this, flip it to one side, and this will be a lot easier if you just use one piece of paper, but it's not really hard either. Seeing as you had two pieces of paper, there will be four different, and you fold it in half, there will be four different folds. Well, you just want to meet it halfway, so that way, you see, you want to get, let me rephrase it. If you used one piece of paper, just open it up. But if you use two, you need to open it up in the middle. Okay? Now open it up in the middle, like this, and fold it upwards, so that way it meets the line, so that it meets this line right here, this part of the paper. Okay? So you want to fold it upwards, and you want to make, you know, again, you want to make this as neat as possible. And so see, you've got it folded right here. Oh, I apologize, right here. And just fold it back up. Okay? And then, as you can see, on the other side, it's flat. except for the one fold. And you do the exact same thing to the other side. and increase both of them. And by this time, you actually have a paper hat. You know, you've already got a little paper hat, or whatever you want it to be. What you want to do now is you see that there's these two folds from where you folded it just now. Take one and bend it over the main triangular part, like that. So that way it doesn't poke out. And do the same with the other one. So you see this right here on this side, fold it back in. And so just make it so they fold over each other and fit onto the triangle. So there's not really, you know, so it will stay a perfect triangle. And do the exact same thing to the other side. It doesn't really matter which order you fold it in. You really don't even have to do this part, but I think it makes it easier. Okay? So you got this full triangle with, well, you can see. Now, in order to get the shape for your boat, what you want to do is open it up, open your boat up, and put one finger on the inside, and put the other finger on the other side, and pull it open. See what I'm doing? Let me do it again. You pull it open, and you'll have this flap right here, and this flap right here. Make sure they meet each other and fit together perfectly. So let me show you one more time. Okay, and it's okay if your two little triangular folds right here come undone. It's completely okay. Alright, so you put one finger in and fold it and make sure they meet each other. Okay, and you should have something like this. Now crease it along these edges so it's perfectly flat, or as flat as you can get it. Now let me go and redo that whole thing so you can see it one more time. Okay, you've got the hat part, or what it was whenever it was just a hat, and then just fold. Okay, now you should have this square, and here's the little flat parts right here that we folded in. Okay, and you can open this square up. It opens up. Okay, so you want to sit with the square facing you and take one flap and fold it up to the upper corner. So you want to fold this corner so that way it perfectly matches this corner outwards. Just one flap, because you see there's two. So you want to do that. And you should see a cool looking little square pattern that holds no relevance at all. But now flip it over, do the exact same thing. You see a lot of repetition in making one of these. And flip it up so that way this corner meets this corner. Okay? And you want to fold it, and it should now be looking like a triangle again. And if it doesn't, well, then you screwed up. And you should feel bad. Okay. So now we've got this triangle with, you know, folds. And then it even opens up. Well, that's important. And if you didn't know that, go home. Leave the video right now if you didn't know that. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to open this triangle up. Same thing we did earlier. And fold these two corners into each other. Like so. There you go. And then what you want to do is you have these two little flaps here, and you just pull them away. Hold on, let me show you that again. You've got these two little flaps, or since you fold it in, you have these two flaps on each side. It's a weird shape, and you just take these two parts and just practically pull them apart from each other and fold. Just want to mash it, and it's not going to want to do it, but you have this, and then you pull it into this, and then you can just crease it and other stuff, and then there you go. You've got a paper boat. Now if you use one piece of paper, or if you had folded it, you know, one piece of paper is easier to fold more sharply, so it would have been pointier at the top and it would have been better looking. But overall, this is what you have. Whoa. Is a paper boat. And you know, this can float on water. If the paper's thick enough, it can float on water and all kinds of stuff. Just make sure that if you're gonna make it float on water, that you have this part open. So that was my tutorial for making a paper boat. So thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye.